We are welcoming Taraji P Henson to Studio 1A. She, of course, is known for her starring role as Cookie Lion on the hit Fox series Empire. And as we mentioned, Taraji just received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Looking good.
I know. And if that is not enough, she's starring in a new movie. It's out this week. It's called What Men Want. She plays a successful sports agent who suddenly realizes she can hear men's inner thoughts.
Okay, stop doing that.
Stop doing what?
Talking without moving your mouth and saying things you shouldn't be saying to your boss.
I swear on my life I would never say anything disrespectful or inappropriate to you, ever. Which is more than I can say for you.
Right there. You just did it. You said more than I can say for you. I heard you say it.
But can you hear my inner thoughts?
I can hear your inner thoughts. I'm screaming.
Taraji, good morning.
Good morning.
You are so perfect for this role.
Thank you.
It's really fun.
Thank you.
We have so much to talk about the movie, but we were just talking about your co-star, Jussie Smollett. Of course, you play Cookie on Empire, and you're his mom in the show, and I know you in real life have so much affection for him. He just actually made his first public appearance over the weekend. We'll play a little bit of it.
I was bruised, but my ribs were not cracked.
There's a lot that I haven't been able to say. Just because there's been a lot of stuff that has been said about me that's absolutely not true.
He's already back and performing.
Yeah.
I know you've said how much your heart goes out to him. What's your reaction?
I mean, obviously, you know, life is spiritual warfare, and we're seeing it right before our very eyes. So, you know, you just have to stay close to what you know. Jussie is love. That's who he is. And that's all he knows. So in this situation, hate won't win. It will not.
What kind of words of encouragement did you give him?
I just told him to walk in his truth, you know, just stay the Jussie that everybody loves. And you saw the outpour of love that he had. So he has touched a lot of people, you know, in his career. So I just told him, just walk in your truth, baby. No one can take that from you.
You have so much going on in your life right now, and all of it is good. Let's talk about this movie, What Men Want. I remember an old movie called What Women Want.
Yeah.
This is sort of that same, I guess that was the jumping off point, but now we really get to hear men's internal thoughts and what are they thinking.
Terrifying.
It's not what you think. Like, I think women's big misconception is that they're just driven by sex and money. I think that's an important part of every human. You want to be successful, and we like to feel good, right? But I think we handled it well. I think we handled the guys really well in the film. I don't think anyone that was attached to this project, certainly we didn't want to male bash.
Yeah.
You know, I love the men in my life. I'm a mother of a son, and, you know, we need each other. So I think we handled the men really well in this story.
Taraji, you are so funny in this. Your timing is spot on. I got to see it and was laughing through so much of it. And then I was surprised to learn, like, comedy was actually your first love. That's what you wanted to do.
That's what I set off to L.A. for. I thought I was going to book a sitcom. I was a single mother, so I certainly could use those working hours. They like banking hours, those sitcoms, right? But I started off my career early on. I was booking sitcoms. I started off on Sister Sister, Smart Guy, Parenthood, Saved by the Bell. So I was like, yes, I'm going to book a sitcom, and then I booked Baby Boy. And then after that, it was just serious role after serious role, and I was like, one day I'll be funny, I guess. 20 years later. 20 years
You're
later.
like literally having the last laugh now. You know, it's so cool. I was saying to you during the break that I saw what you said at the Hollywood Walk of Fame when you got your star. And I mean, what a moment to kind of sit and take a measure of everything that you've accomplished. And just thinking about you coming out to Hollywood with a 1-year-old little boy and just going for it. I mean, that took a lot of guts.
It did, but you know, when you're 20, you're fearless. In your 20s, you're like fearless. I mean, if I had to do it again now, I probably would. It'd take me a lot of encouragement from family and friends. But back then, I had the whole world ahead of me, and I wasn't afraid.
But weren't people saying to you, Taraji, look, what are you doing? You're going to L.A., you have a baby. How could you ever make it? Like,
people will always do that. And I guess my dad gave me, my parents, I knew I had a safety net, so I wasn't afraid to take that leap. I just wasn't. I was trained. I went to college. I felt like I had all the tools for success, and then I had this kid looking at me like, Mom, you know, so it's like I have to succeed for him, because if I fail, then what am I teaching him, you know?
And did it come easy? Did you get the first gig?
Nothing in life is easy.
Yeah. How long did it take you?
It took a while. Like, I was working odd, you know, jobs here and there. I was a temp agent. I worked for a temporary agency, and then I turned that into a full-time position at a accounting firm. And then after that, I was a substitute teacher, and so it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
One year I made candles. That was my income. Yeah.
And I was reading, I think that there was a moment where you'd booked a role, you had done well, and it got a lot of acclaim, and you're like, oh, this is the moment.
Yes.
This is the moment. It's like happening for me. And even then, it took time, which I think is just so true about life.
Yeah, I don't think people really understand that there really is no overnight success.
Yeah.
There really isn't. There's always a story before you see the big bang, you know. It's always a struggle before that. So, you know, I know it seems like, oh, it happened overnight, but it didn't. It really didn't.
Did it just set in on that Hollywood Walk of Fame day when you were sitting there with your star?
I have to go back to make sure it's still there.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I sat down to take that picture, the first thing I did was I made sure it was stuck. I was like, it's not going to move, is it? And everyone laughed, but I get, you know, I've been getting a couple fans have been going by taking pictures of standing over it, so that's real. But I need to go back and see for myself.
So what men want, Hoda was saying she saw it over the weekend and was cracking up. Do you think you have more comedy in your future now that people have rediscovered this side of you?
That's all I want to do, please. Another comedy. But of course I have serious scripts.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But I just would love to laugh some more.
I never thought there would be such great comedy in some sex scenes, but I have to tell you, Taraji, you just watch for those. They're too much. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate it.
Congratulations. And What Men Want hits theaters on Friday.